Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Méchet. Okay, we've just moved forward to February 1st after our big sell-off, and as you know, if you watched the episode to the end, we were having a few thoughts about the snail production and about what way to proceed. And yeah, I've come up with a plan what I'm going to do now. I'll go through it with you. I'm just going to get this over to the field. We've got to get our cover crops all with 4 fields. We've got to get them cultivated in, get the benefits of it. And yeah, just got to get this on the field. And if it lower it down, it would help, wouldn't it? I'll line up, drop it down, and off we go. Anyway, I'll park that there for a second. Yeah, snail farm. I told you I was going to make a decision what I was going to do with the snail farm. So, gulls are back already. Now, just go into production and I'll show you what's happened. Snail farm. I've renamed this so I know what's what. This is the cow barn. So this should be just producing. It should be just producing cheese. We don't really need it to do the butter anymore. Although to use up the you know what, we can shut that one down, deactivate that one, and we set that one to distribute. So that can go up to, you'll see in a minute, it's going to go up to the longhouse up on the snail farm. Now, what we're doing is, we go through these, we got the flour mill up on that farm, which was making the snail food mix, which we're no longer going to need. So I've set the product which is still in it to make flour. So that'll just spawn up there and we'll have to sell it from there just to get it out. But otherwise we were going to lose out. There's quite a bit in there. So I've set that just to spawn. I've renamed the sheep barn into a goat barn because there's goats and I just don't know where everything is. This is the goat longhouse. That's just doing it's doing butter, it's storing, so I can pick that up there. You know what, I can actually do bottled milk as well just to get that out of there, because all we're going to be doing with that dairy up there is we just want to run the milk out of it. We're only going to be running goat milk through it and I need to top it up. It's getting very low. That's all we're going to be running through that one. So what we've done with this is, this needs butter. The butter is going to transfer through from here. If I set it to distributing, there you go, distributing. That'll send that through and we'll get this going just to use up what's in it. That's all. Once that's used up, then we're done. It'll transfer over at the top of the hour. It'll send it there and this will start up again. So basically what we're doing is we're running it down. All the snail houses still have stuff in them. Now, they will run out, but what I've actually done with them, I've set them to spawn. So what's going to happen is they're just going to spawn at the thing. We'll just sell them off as snails. We're not going to cook them. We're not going to bother cooking them at all. We're kind of shutting that production down up there altogether, shutting down that area of the farm. And we're going to keep the buildings and that there as they are. Now, if I decide I don't want it, I will just use the power tools to transfer the ownership over to an NPC, and I don't get any money for that. It'll just transfer over, or I can just leave it there. We could actually keep the site. If we ever decide to put down a production, we need an area, we can do it. We could put another dairy production down up there if we wanted to, and we could do it that way. Right, let's see. We should be getting, we won't really notice it. We're on 130, 135 here. It should 150, yeah, we're up to 150, so we are getting a bit extra out of this. What we're going to do is we're going to have a look at other things we want to do. Now, because the animals are really going through the feed now, and the only silage we have is in the bunker, so we're going to be doing more silage in the bunker. I'm going to look, let's go to the crop calendar and I'll go through it with you. Where are we? What we're going to do, we're going to start doing some of the crops we haven't done. The likes of, we've missed out on the sowing season for the Fitzroy, Triticale, stuff like that. That's passed for this year. But we have a few things here. We could put in some sunflowers. Sugarcane, I don't know. I haven't done sugarcane in a long time. Definitely going to do soybeans. We're going to do silage maize is going to be done anyway. There's no doubt about it. We're going to do that again. We're kind of doing crops that we can put in our we can make chaff out of, and we can put into our bunker. So that's what we're going to do with them. We will get onto the grapes eventually, not doing it just yet. We've done alfalfa, and that might put in some more alfalfa and that in the fields. So we're going to buy a couple of fields. We're going to buy around here. We'll get these 4 fields dealt with first. Then we have the one field up here to deal with as well. And we'll see what we're going to buy in relation to fields here for. I'd like to buy that and probably put silage maize into it. Like, we can well afford it now anyway, the money we have there. I'm actually going to buy that before a crop goes into it, because there's no crop in it at the moment. So it's bare. If I leave it and I'm doing me cultivation in of the ground crops or the cover crops, there could be a crop in it then by the time we get around to actually putting a crop in it. So with this episode, we're going to be busy doing sowing, getting our crops in, the ones we can. There's not everything we can get in this month either. We can get in our spring barley and our spring wheat, and we will put some of them in as well because we want to make flour from them. I presume this cover crop that's withered now. No, it says it's growing. Oh, this is the one that went in later. Because that's only 2 of 4, so we can't take that out yet. So maybe we can put soybeans in here afterwards. Now, where's our other one? Hold on. 2 of 4. I run right through field there. 2 of 4. I could have sworn they said 3 of 4. Okay, that has a different complexion to it. So we'll just jump into the crop calendar again for a second. So we're looking at March, April, yeah. So we're looking at crops that can go in April. Silage maize, yeah, we're okay. And soybeans. We're grand. We should be okay. Kind of knew that. I swear that said 3 of 4. Maybe I was in the wrong field. Anyway, we're going to look at doing some of the crops we haven't done. We're going to need, we've no silage beds left in the shed. So the pit is fully fermented. We're going to open that up. We'll get a slightly bigger silage fork because the one we have only holds 1,000 litres and it takes forever to get it into the mixer. But although I was saying I'm going to get a mixing wagon anyway for doing it, but the cows are going through some amount of food. I think they're down to 20,000 litres. Where are we? Dairy barn. We're down to 20,000 litres of food is all that's left. I'm willing to let that run down to try to get rid of the hay out of there so that we can, so I'm just going to keep a close eye on that. They're going through it fairly quick. So they're also producing the milk fairly quick, which I was kind of wondering, would we have enough with that barn when it has the 207 or whatever it is in total? It will produce more than enough milk to keep the dairies going. I'd say the dairies will actually struggle to keep up with it, to be honest with you, but we'll see how it works out. And of course we have the big dairy on the map now as well. So that's the plan. Snails are winding down. I was just going to transfer ownership, lose all the stuff that's up there and that, and I just said, no, you know what? No, we'll use the money to expand the farm in some way, shape or form. And we'll keep growing it in different areas, and especially in the upkeep of the livestock. And then, as I said, we always have in the background, we have our... Oh, I thought I was going to make it around before hitting the fence. We always have in the background the grapes to have a look at. Now, what I'll do, I'll actually have a look at the grapes and see, is there a possibility if we start doing them this year, would we get them everything done in time? I think we would. But I'll have a look at that when I get this. I've only the 2 fields to do now. Oh, here, we're on the line. We might as well go back up it. I've only the 2 fields to do now, this one and the other one over the far side, and then the other ones will wait, and then we can prepare the new field we got. I don't know whether we'll move on the 2 months in this episode. I don't know. We'll see how much work we have with getting what we have ready sown and that, and getting it fully prepared. So that's the plan. Snails are kind of winding down. We'll hang on to the land for now and the fields for now, the buildings and all that. Could sell them off, make loads of money out of them. I'm not going to do that. If I decide to get rid of it, I'll do a transfer of ownership and have a look and see how much it actually cost me just to buy, which wasn't a lot considering what's on the plot. I'll see how much the actual farm cost and whatever about making an adjustment to the money to put that back in. But to be honest with you, with what we're going to get from it when the snails' houses are fully empty and that, I don't think I'll even worry about the money. We're kind of, we kind of made too much out of it. To be honest with you, I wasn't expecting it to be that good. But at least we know. Anyway, let me get on with this. I've rambled on for nearly over 11 minutes now, just to give you an update on what's going on, what we're doing. And we've done the snails. We've done it. We know it's very profitable, and it was a nice learning experience. So we'll move on from that now. Just in the preparations on that field, we bought the manure going on, lime on, manure on. I done the soil sampling on. And I was looking to upgrade our manure spreader. And then I went into the market to have a look. And then I noticed, I said, oh, manure spreader. And then I went and looked at our trailer. And our trailer is actually this trailer, the one that we got with the farm. So I converted over. It cost 12 grand to do the conversion on it. Well, there you go. She's full. She's 26,000 litres of manure as opposed to 9. So I'm glad I scrolled down the list and seeing it. I just had to empty the other one. We'll sell the other one. There's no need for it. Now, it doesn't give a horsepower rating on this, but I'm assuming it will. Where's the steering assist going to land us? Yeah, I suppose that'll do. We'll give this one a go and see how she performs. You can already see the tractor's slower because of the weight. Oh, unfold, yeah. Of course you need to unfold. Oh, God, how long are you doing this? It's a wider spread as well, so. I'm delighted now seeing that because I would have went off and bought one, and it's just, I scrolled down the list and then I said, that looks like our trailer, the one we got with the starter farm. It just wasn't set up for manure and lime. It'll actually do lime as well, so that's the thing I'm enjoying most about having all the cows and that is actually the manure and slurry spreading to utilise what we have on the farm rather than having to buy solid fertiliser all the time. Granted, I put the solid fertiliser in the seeder. If it's required, it'll use it. If it's not required, well, then it won't use it. And I can't remember whether there's a collision on that pole or not. So far, I've been able to avoid it with doing the lime and doing this now. So what I've done the two fields down here with the oilseed radish, the one there behind me and the one over in the other field. So I still have the one to do up at the Snail farm. And then we'll get putting oats in. I was thinking of maybe keeping this for silage maize. Haven't fully decided yet. Or should I put oats in this field? Do a nice big field of oats. We might even buy another field somewhere close by. It's kind of just like field number 11 there, be a decent sized field as well. So we've done loads of contracts on them. So we're going to own kind of this area anyway. So we have number 56. How much is it? 113. Actually looked bigger than that when I was looking at it. I was thinking that's going to be 160 grand. It's just the shape of it. We've done contracts on that. It's a difficult one to do contracts on. But the GPS lines are kind of going this way, that way, the other way because of the shape of the field. Nothing we can't handle anyway. I topped off the TMR in the cows, even though I said I was going to let it run down a little bit more. I just kind of done it because I thought I'd forget and then they'd run out and then they'd stop producing milk and everything else. And I just threw some food into it. It'll go through quick enough. Just when you have a lot going on, you kind of forget a bit. I was wondering, like, there's a band on the field, that's what it is. I wonder why we're getting a different red. Now we're back to yellow on this portion. So, yeah, we'll continue on, get the rest of this field prep done, and I'll bring you back as soon as I start to put seed in the ground. Because I still have to go up and do the other field up above. And go check the value of what's going down here, because we'll load the slurry as well. I might put slurry on this as well. Make the use of what we have. Just getting loaded up here to go and put something in the field. Haven't quite decided what I'm putting in the field yet. I have the Massey Ferguson working again. I put out in that field to do the plough and I put a worker on it. We've done everything else on that ourselves, so just decided let's make a worker do some work. Now I think that's fertilizer, it is, yeah. We need some seed. It's not quite full, but we're 98%, so that's close enough. Okay, download a bag of seed. Big bag of seed. I'll tell you what, we'll throw the two of them out because we're going to need it anyway. This is the thing. How to get this to work. Now, we need to back up and then drive onto the trigger again. Here we go. What do we hit? We hit something. We're loaded. Okay, and I thought we were going to have more than that. Okay, what are we going to put in? We'll do that small field over there first. Let's have a look. Crop calendar. Crop calendar. What can go in now? Cotton, no. Meadowgrass, no. I think it's either wheat or barley. Oats. Did somebody say oats? Oats. I want to put a bigger field of oats in, do I? I'm not sure. You know what? Let's put oats in that field. That'll do. Now, let's circle through. Oats. Here we go. Oat going in the field. And that's our green rye there beside us, which is going to get mowed. And yeah, I don't know what to do now because the silage ain't going to be gone out of the bunker, so we can't bunker it. Unfortunately, not possible. I'll let the trigger go before I actually dropped it. And off we go. So we've oat going in here. Doesn't need to be rolled. So we are. I hate when you don't get much of a change in the texture, but you can see the texture of the fertilisation is changing behind me now. I'm going to actually lift this here now because otherwise we're going to damage the field again. As we have done. And off we go. Yeah, we get out in here. We still have then this field here, and this field to do for now. The other ones will be done when we get this harvested, which is our cover crop. We get it not harvested but cultivated in. And yeah, I'm not saying we're not going to buy another field. We may well do. I've already had a quick glance at what's around me and looked at this one up here. This cluster here are going to be the next ones. I don't know whether we need this grass field. I haven't really thought about it that much. I damaged the field, you see, when I was cultivating in there. That's because you got a pointy bit on that cultivator that sticks out the back. Now, yeah, oh, there's straw left in the ditch. Amazing how you notice these things. See, I think if I need another grass field, I might buy one of these ones down here rather than that one. Although I don't know where the crop destruction is on that field yet, so I'm not going to test it. We won't do a test on it. What stage is that at anyway? That's our green rye. That's at 5 out of 8, so 3 more months before we can harvest it. Green rye, is it harvested at 8? Can we harvest it for chaff at stage 7? Not 100% sure. We'll find out. Anything else I've done since? No. Haven't done anything since. Gone to sell. Oh, I did one thing. I made a purchase. Pressed the wrong button. I was trying to turn the lights off. Great. No, turn the lights off. Is that the right one? No, yeah. Go back. Probably just slightly out of range. Made one purchase. Yeah. Garage menu. Second hand market again. I bought a mulcher. This is in the second hand market. We had been leasing one. We sent it back, and that came up in the second hand market. So it was fairly cheap. It was less than 10 grand. It's showing up at 11 there now, but that's because when you buy it, it always shows a higher value than you actually paid for it in the first place. Let me get this out of the field. Now, when you turn the lights on, don't press the wrong button. There we go. I'm not having letting the trigger go too early and then the lights come on, or I lift the implement and stop sowing and things like that. Yeah, just the brain is working faster than the fingers, or the fingers are working faster than the brain, or something like that. Gonna double around and go back down. Find this always the easiest way. And then we'll do the headland over to that, and then we'll double back again, and then these won't take any length of time to do, so we'll probably throw in might just do these 3 fields here in oats, wheat and barley, then keep the one up at the other farm for maybe sorghum or something like that, and see what we're going to put in across the way. I think is silage maize. Although I did say silage maize will go in the other 2 fields. I'm not going to do the loop here because I'll end up driving in the other field. Yeah, silage maize will go in the... We've only got one more field down here to do now. And then we have the big field that's been ploughed at the moment. And we have the other field that had the oilseed radish in it. So we'll put barley in that one. We won't be able to put wheat in it in the other field because they're both going to be silage maize. I wanted to try put a different crop in the new field. So what do we get in? Just looking at the crops for March. Sunflower, maybe. The only thing that puts me off doing sunflower is we don't have an oil mill. There's not one on the map. And that's where you get your money out of it. Anyway, I'll work on at this, get this field done, and have a think about while I'm doing it, and I'll give you an update when I bring you back in. The Oats and the Barley field are both sown, and I'm just getting the stones up off this field. I've leased it, the stone picker, to get them up, and I still don't know what crop to put in here. That's what I was saying. I was thinking silage maize, but I'm wondering should I go with a crop I can actually get in now And we still have the other 2 fields for silage maize. I'm still thinking about buying another field and time with that idea yet. I did say we'd put sorghum in up at the other farm, so that's not ready yet to go. The field is ready, but sorghum can't go in yet. And silage maize isn't until April. I think sorghum's April as well, so I'm kind of just in 2 minds about what to put in here. Like, I would, if I could, put in... You know what, let's have a look at that crop calendar again. So, we'll discount putting on in this month anyway. Unless we're going to do wheat, because we've done the barley. Sunflowers puts me off because we haven't got an oil mill. I don't want to place an oil mill. I could place an oil mill if I really wanted to. Vegetables not on this farm. Whatever about doing them down the road somewhere else. Meadow grass. Alfalfa. Can't go in this month. Cover crop. No. Cotton. Maybe I'll just get the field ready and we move on forward to next month. Because if we want to put spring wheat and barley in, we still have next month anyway. Just we're limited on what we can put in now. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll get this field prepared and then we're going to move through this month into next month. The final part of the preparation on this field, just getting it rolled before we move on. And I did notice that I've messed up the... Oh, it's okay there. I was going to say I've messed up the nitrogen. But it's only in the part where I first checked it. It was over. It's actually showing as perfect. So take that back. Yeah, just get this done now. And then we're going to move on up to March. And we'll get everything done. I think I need another grass field. I need more hay. I'm looking at the crops. I'm looking at what I need. The animals are eating quite a bit of food in the cow barn. Now they're producing quite a bit of milk, but I'm going through it fairly quick. Now I have bought a mixing wagon. It's 24,000 litre capacity because if I try to mix the bales we have in it, the one I had, it was too small. I get 2 bales in it and then it was full, so I couldn't put the third one in, and I couldn't put what they call it, mineral feed in if it was required. Well, I think it'll work with just the 3 straw, silage and hay, but there wasn't enough room. I tried it with the other one and only got 2 bales in, and I couldn't get the other bale in, so it was just telling me it was forage rather than TMR, or maybe it was just that mixer wagon. It's gone now anyway. I bought another one, and just trying to prepare for the feeding of the animals, because I think that's going to be fairly, especially in the cow barn, it's going to be fairly intense. They seem to be going through quite a bit, so I'm okay for straw at the moment. I'm okay for silage because the bunker's full, but I have a load of alfalfa hay which does not mix in the mixer, so I kind of now won't be doing any more alfalfa hay apart from for the sheep. It'll do for the sheep and goats, so I can give it to them. But what's happening with the sheep and goats is when I cut the meadow where they are, I then have too much hay for them. So maybe I need to just, you know what, I need to just top up the meadows with alfalfa hay. And when I cut the hay on it, then I'll put the hay in the barn. So scratch that, we don't need another grass field, because we should have enough from the 2 or 3 meadows, 2 meadows we have that we cut every 3 months, 4 months. So we should have enough off them, enough hay coming off them to see us through. Anyway, get this done and I will see you in March. I moved forward to March the 1st and I'm doing the collections, just getting the goat pen up here, up at the top of the map is producing goat milk. And I collected the wool as well down in the other pen, just bringing it back to the farm. And I've driven up here past our cover crop, which I said was on stage 3, and then all of a sudden it was on stage 2. And I was expecting it to be on stage 3 this month, but now it's withered. I don't know what the map is doing. It's actually where it was meant to be. So I don't know why it was showing up as stage 2 when it was already showing stage 3. Is the other field the same? Where's the other field? Yeah, there's the other field. That's weird. Okay. Look, I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't know why. I did comment on why I had taken a step back, so I don't know. Now, I was nearly gone up to the other farm with this milk. Hold on, let's see what's in it. Let's see what's already up in that other farm. Goat farm. 10,000 litres of holes. No, we'll actually run up there with that and get rid of it. And then we're going to have to mulch. We're going to have to mulch it, or do we mulch the cover crop, or do we this particular one? I think I was saying something about mulching it rather than cultivating it. What we'll do is we'll just run the cultivator into the start of it and see what happens. And yeah, we'll do that, because I'm not 100% sure is it a cultivator or a mulcher on it, just looking at what's there. We'll give that a try, we'll see. And we'll get going with the rest of these crops. I kind of just seem to drag for a bit there, just with everything else. The grass is nearly ready, and then pastures again. Here's all our little Charlotte calves. They're all okay for food and water. Check them all before we move forward. They all have plenty. So, right, I'm going to stop waffling on, because I need to get some more work done in this video, rather than I just want to get all the fields sown in this video. So if I keep waffling on, we won't have time. Just going to check out our cover crop. Now, that looks like it's normal. There we go. What have we got here? 60 kilograms per hectare, 40. Let's go on to... and we've 120. Okay, so it's cultivation. I don't know why I thought it was needed to be mulched. I hadn't done it before, so that was one of the reasons why. Now, we don't actually need these fields until next month. Because we're putting, what do you call it in here? Silage maize in these two fields. Big field over beside the last field we bought, we're putting soybeans in there. We're putting sorghum up in the top fields. The top field we have left up beside the Snail farm. And what other field have we got? You know what? We've no crops to go in this month. Unless we buy a field, we've no crops to go in. Because as far as I know, they're all next month. I was looking at it a minute ago. Okay. I would say soybeans, yeah. Sorghum, yeah. Silage maize, there they are all together. They're all next month. Yes, I'm a month early. Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Anyway, I'll since I'm here now doing this, I might as well continue and do it. I'll just get it finished. There's no point in saying leave it and then come back next month, do the same job again. Just get this knocked out, these two fields, they're ready then to go. And yeah, we'll just have to look after the animals for the month and move forward then into the next month. There's nothing else we have to do. Maybe a few contracts. Nah, not even got to bother with contracts. We don't need the money. I've collected like all the goat milk for now, and that I'll probably have to go around and do the rounds with the water tanker and just fill up the pastures with water and just check the food levels and that. Now the food levels should be okay. The only one I'm keeping an eye on is, you know what, I'm thinking of too now. We have had new arrivals again, if I'm right. Let's go into animals, back. Animal dealer. We go up. No, we can't see it here. Oh, we can, yeah. Of course we can. Oh. So we're looking for milk and parlour. There you go. Yeah, with 30. 30 new Montbéliardes. I don't know what way you pronounce it. Probably making a hash of it. There you go. So we have more calves, and we'll have a look at maybe moving them out of there if we need the space. Well, we don't really need the space. We can swap them around, put the older ones in there. We can move them into the one or the other, either the calf barn or the fattening barn. Get them out of there. They're easier to take care of. We just keep the space for the big. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, yeah, I'll get these 2 fields cultivated, and then we will probably move on pretty swiftly into April. We've only got these 2 fields here, soybean field over there, and one up at the Snail farm. So we've 4 fields to get sown. I don't mind if I'm doing the rolling off camera after the episode. I just want to get them completed within this episode anyway. So let me just get this out of the way first, and then I'll just take care of the animals and move forward, and I'll bring it back in. Hopefully we'll be in the soybean field getting some seeds in the ground. Okay, while I was doing the last field, I was having a look at what we have to do. So we have the last field we bought, we're putting soybeans in because we want to make the plant-based milk in the dairy. We want to try that out. Up at the other farm, field number 86, I think it is, the big field just south of the Snail farm, we're putting in sorghum. And these 2 fields here are going to be silage maize. So all of these crops have to go in next month. And let's have a quick look at the map. That is all our fields, isn't it? That is it. Now, I'm just thinking, I was saying we were going to try get the other ones done, but I think the episode is long enough as it is. We're on 36 minutes already. Now, next month we also have our grass ready. We have our, the cover crop is the one I'm in at the moment, so that's disappearing. And then we have, what else is ready? The alfalfa fields are ready next month. And yeah, they're green rye. So we've a lot to do next month, and I think rather than trying to rush through it really quick and get the fields sown, I think we've done enough in this episode getting all we did done already. And yeah, I'm not going to, if I go on and try to feature all the rest, it's going to be far too long. The episode's going to be over an hour long, which is way too long. Anyway, I didn't realise there was so much work to do. I thought it was going to be a case of, yeah, we fly around this, we get done in no time, but like in real time, it's taken quite a bit of time to get through this work as well as recording as well. So yeah, at least we learned a couple of things. Well, I did anyway. You might have already known them, but I'm sure some people picked up a few tips for some of the crops on Méchet, especially the cover crop. I don't know what happened there because it was showing 3, then it went back to 2 when we moved into the next month, and then all of a sudden it was in 4. So there was something there. I don't know what it was. We'll plant the field of it again next year and see what happens. We'll just let it run, hopefully, without the winter break and see what happens. But for now, yeah, we've made great progress. The animals are doing really well. We're looking after them. We got a few purchases this month with our forage mixer. We got our second-hand mulcher. We got, what else did we buy? I know there was something else in there. Mightn't have been something significant, but I know we did buy something else. We're trying to get away from having leased equipment. We have the stone picker there. I didn't send it back. Is there any stone picking contracts? Oh, there is. Okay. I'm going to take that because we just got a notification that we're out of stones again. And we're using the stones to make our cement bags and our cement bricks. So, and there's my dog barking. You can probably hear her in the background. Anyway, episode number 22 on Méchet. It's been another fairly eventful episode on my end anyway. Doing the map, I feel we're getting a lot of animals. a lot to take care of, but that's what I kind of signed up for with the animals. I'm glad I didn't put down the other cow shed, and I'm glad I didn't buy any more pens either, because we've more than enough with having to run around and water them and everything else. It's fairly intensive. But for now anyway, guys, from Méchet, episode 22, we're done. And thanks a million for joining me on another episode here. And hopefully you enjoyed what you've seen. If you did, please leave a comment, let me know. If you didn't, let me know why. And do hit the like button, do hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and do come back and join me again for the next one. So for now, all that's left for me to do is to say goodbye until the next time, and come back and we'll be doing all our spring sowing in that episode. So until then, it's bye-bye till then.